Welcome to the last video of our series as we cover the 2023 FCI Mondioring MR1 Grand Prix in Mafra, Portugal. Coming onto the field is BESSY VOM ITHRUDEL from Sweden. And she is handled by SANNA AHLSTROM. BESSY is a very young Belgian Shepherd Malinois, just over 2 years of age. If you haven't seen our previous videos, first place is currently Belgium, followed by Italy and Philippines. Jumping the palisade and calling by voice. We'll be starting with the food refusal. Judge has blown the horn, indicating the handler to take her dog to the start line. Now a piece of food will be thrown at the dog. The dog looked at the food as it bounced toward her, but she refused it, so it's a full point exercise. Next is the heeling exercise. The dog has to stay with the handler as they go through a predetermined pattern. There are distractions on the field which the dog must ignore. And the dog will be losing half a point for every fall. Judge has identified one fault in the heeling pattern, so the dog lost half a point. Then it's the send away. The optimal zone is between the two bulls. The dog was outside the optimal zone, so it's a 4-point penalty plus 1 point deduction for a zigzag direction. Next exercise is the retrieve. The retrieve item is a rolled up watering hose. The dog lost 1 point for chewing on the item. Now we go to the absence of handler with distractions. The dog maintained her position for the whole 1 minute, so she will be getting full points for this exercise. Now this is the change of positions. Initial position will be a down, followed by a stand, a sit, and a down again. You only have the opportunity to repeat the command twice. If the dog still doesn't assume the position, you lose all points. And for the jumps, the handler chose to do the palisade. And they will get full points for this exercise. Now we move on to the suit work exercises, starting with the flee with gunshots. This will be the first of the 3 suit work exercises that a dog must do in level 1. The decoy for this exercise is Yoann Lebreton of France. That was a very nice out. She will get full points for this exercise. And now we go to the defensive handler. The defensive handler exercise will be the same for every dog. So if you've watched our 8 earlier videos, you would know what's gonna happen here. The decoy making the hit in this case will be Kilian Franc from Belgium. Yoann will serve as the more active decoy and is going to test the dog's training. The dog has to stay with the handler throughout the entire scenario. At some point in the scenario, the decoy making the hit will shake the handler's hand. And that's what Kilian Franc just did. There's usually a big distraction right before the hit, and that's what Yoann is about to do. The dog wasn't confused by the distraction and engaged with the right decoy. Now the dog has to guard the decoy for 5 seconds and return to handler once called. The dog was 2 meters away from the handler at one point, so it cost her 2 points. The handler also gave an extra command at the beginning, another 2 points, and didn't follow the correct path, which is 3 points general attitude. The last exercise is the face with stick. The decoy for this exercise will be Kilian Franc, the one who just did the hit in the defensive handler a while ago. At the start line, the dog advanced 1 meter, so that cost her 1 point, and stayed on the bite for another 1 second, which cost her 2 points.